What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Prolific Podcast. I'm your host, Swazi. I'm here with Lil Swaz. I just want to thank everybody who's been supporting the channel for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I do appreciate that. Showing the support and the love. I appreciate it. You guys are helping growing this channel and helping us, get out there to more people. So I appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get into episode 8. And on episode 8, what I really want to talk about that really is something close to me is you can't make everybody happy. And when I say that, it's, when I was growing up, I was a total yes man. And, I work days and nights. So there's times where I would work a night shift, get off in the morning, and friends and family would invite me to birthday parties or just gatherings or just going to eat. And I'd feel bad saying no because the truth of the matter is, I honestly cared about what people thought about me. And I cared about, what they thought about me. I didn't want them to think I was blowing them off. I didn't want them to think that I was, that I thought I was too good for them or anything like that. So I would say yes. Tired. Sometimes I would get no sleep. Sometimes I'd only get 2, 3 hours of sleep. And then I'll go get a haircut and go straight to go hanging out. And as soon as I was done with them, I'd come home, change, go straight to work. And that honestly sucked. Because even times where I didn't want to go, I felt obligated to go because sometimes I'd get guilt tripped. Like, I'd get off from a night shift and they'd be like, come on, bro, let's go. Nah, man, I'm tired. That's messed up, bro. Like, we're friends. We've been boys since the sandbox days. Like, why can't you come hang out with us? So I'd go because I used to care what they thought, right? And then even like sometimes family would do that to me, like, oh, that's your cousin, like show up, and I'm not throwing shots. I'm just saying, and it kind of sucked. I was like, dang, I'm tired, and I was like, all right, let's just go. And over time, it started weighing on me because there was times where I get invited to like 5 different birthday parties in one day. And you guys all know birthday parties start around 4 to 5 o'clock. So I'd be like, yeah, I'll go. And I would only do 20 minutes at each party. And I felt bad because sometimes I'd have to skate out without saying bye, or I'd have to like sneak out so they wouldn't see me leave so they don't try to stop me from leaving, just so I could show up to everybody else's birthday parties and make them happy. And it got to the point, like I said, where it was weighing heavy on me. It got so heavy that I felt like I was physically there, but I wasn't mentally there. And I'd forget to do things for myself. I'd forget my appointments. I'd push other things off that I had to do just so I can show up and make everybody happy. Like, I couldn't even enjoy myself at a birthday party because all I could think about was, okay, I gotta go to the next one. I gotta go to the next one. Okay, after this, I can go to sleep. No, you know what? I can't have this other birthday party. And I started to forget things. And I'm talking about forget things like my bills. I started to forget, to get my appointments done, everything like that, my teeth, my eyes, anything medically. I was forgetting all that stuff. I started to like literally feel like I had like dementia, like I couldn't remember anything. And that sucked because all I was trying to do was get everybody, get to everybody's party and make them happy, just so they don't think that I'm that, think bad about me. But man, it got so tiring that I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore. So I started, to think to myself, I'm not even happy. And I'm making everybody else around me happy. That's not right. So I gotta sit down and be like, you know what? I gotta learn to say no. And that's one thing that I hate saying, but I had to learn it. And I had to embed it in my head because my mental state wasn't even there anymore. So I said, all right, I'm gonna get it right. So when they would invite me to birthday parties and I had to work the next day, or I came off of a night shift and had to work that night, I'd be like, hey, you know what? I can't make it. And they'll be like, oh, okay, I was like, I'll try to make it, but more than likely I'm not gonna make it. And some friends understood and some friends didn't, and some friends stopped inviting me places just because I wouldn't go anymore. I wouldn't show up because they didn't learn how to take no. Oh, you're being a little girl, you don't want to show up. Oh, who sleeps for the week, like stuff like that, right? And I was like, dude, like only if you knew, like I'm tired, and but they would just stop hitting me up and start stop inviting me, which is cool. I wasn't taking it to heart, but I knew they took it to heart for me not showing up, and that sucked. But it is what it is. Life goes on, and that's how it was. So, with that being said, I stopped. I started saying no, and I never said, "Oh, I'll see what's up," or "I'll let you know." I never said anything like that because one thing that about me is like, you know what? Tell me no. I'd rather you tell me no than tell me yes. So I said, if I expect that from people, instead of telling me I'll let you know, or well, I'll think about it, or I'll text you tomorrow, whatever, I'm more like, just tell me yes or no, stuff like that. I know. You know what I mean? So like that, like if we're gonna make plans and you're like, I don't know, then I'll be like, all right, bro, then I'm just not gonna make plans. I'm gonna go this way. Because then I felt bad because then you hit me up and I'm like, well, I already made other plans because you literally told me you didn't know or you'll let me know. You never hit me up, you know? And it's like life is time. Every day's time, and you're trying to fit everything in. But there's sometimes where you gotta say no. And I understood if my friend told me no, I'd be like, hey, bro, I respect it. Thank you for telling me no. Thank you for at least letting me know. Now I can do this over here, right? So I would tell my friends, you know what, bro, I can't make it. And like I said, I lost some of them. Some of them stayed. Were like, I understand, bro. And it is what it is. I said, okay, cool. And I started to understand that, you know, I'm making everybody else happy, but nobody's doing as much. Nobody would do that for me. Give up their sleep, give up their time, just to hang out or just to do this, just so I don't talk back about them. But I never did, right? I never did any of that. But I started saying, okay, I got to make myself happy. Because in order to make myself happy or the people around me happy, I had to make myself happy. So I started telling myself, you know what? It's about me. Like I got to focus on me. So I have to get my goals right. I have to get my money right. I have to get everything right just so I could be happy, just so I could feel myself again. Because I literally feel like I lost myself. So I started, saying no to people. People would invite me, like, "Hey, bro, I can't. No, I can't. I work the next day," and it felt weird in the beginning. It felt like, man, like I'm really letting them down. But I was like, if they're my friends, they'll understand. If they're my real loved ones, they'll understand. You know, they won't try to guilt trip me. All that's messed up, bro. Or man, bro, like me and you go way back. You're not gonna show up. They wouldn't guilt trip me because guilt trip really got me. Like before, it was easy to guilt trip me like that. Like you'll guilt trip me and I'll say yes, even though I don't want to. I'll say yes. But I started to say no. And it felt weird, like I said. I didn't feel right saying no, but you know, when you want to get your goals done and you know you need to lock in, you have to say no. So that's what I started doing. And then eventually no became like it wasn't nothing to me anymore. Like if I can make it, I'll make it. I'm not gonna just diss it because I don't want to go. It's either I don't go because I have something going on, I have to go to work, or I already had plans. And it's just that way. But some people will take it the wrong way and be like, "Oh, this guy thinks he's better than us. Oh, this guy don't want to hang out with us." And that's something that you have to understand is people are gonna talk regardless. Like Mayweather told Cervante Tank Davis, "You could do this good, and they're gonna talk about you. You could do that good, that bad, and they're gonna talk about you. So do what makes you happy and do what you want to do." And I'm not saying skip out on a birthday party. I'm not saying skip out on hanging out. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying you can't make anybody happy. That's all I'm saying. You can't make anybody happy. Sorry. You can't make everybody happy. And sometimes there's gonna come a point where you can't make anybody happy. And it is what it is, bro. You gotta lock in and you gotta focus on yourself. You gotta make yourself happy before you make anybody else around you happy. That's the truth. I truly believe that, and that's what's gonna get you far. I believe that energy that you give brings out the vibrations to give out the goals that are gonna fall in your lap. And I truly believe that. And you can sit here and laugh and be like, "Oh, this guy don't know what he's talking about." That's 100%. I truly believe it. Because when you think negative, negative comes to you. When you think positive, positive comes to you. So if I'm out here being tired and I'm out here not feeling like myself and I'm making everybody else happy, but I'm not happy, and I'm gonna be in a grumpy mood for everybody else. I'm gonna be in a grumpy mood for myself. I'm tired. I'm not really productive because I feel like the rest you get really helps you be productive the next day. You know, like I always go back to quotes. So I'm gonna give you another quote. George Masvidal. He's a UFC fighter. I'll put him up here. He said, you know, everybody wants to be successful or everybody wants to, be happy and reach the goal that they want to be at because to be honest, reaching your goal makes you happy, but they're out there clubbing every single weekend, right? And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. He's just saying you wake up tired Monday morning to go to work and you're not productive. The other guy's out working you because you're tired, you're hungover, blah blah blah. So I took the little things that he said and I said, you know what? I gotta be happy. I gotta be productive. I gotta make sure my rest is good. I gotta make sure I'm locked in. I gotta make sure that I'm good to go every single time. Because nobody else is gonna make sure I'm good to go but me. Nobody else is gonna make sure my bills are paid but me. Nobody else is gonna make my appointments but me. Unless you're a mama's boy like me. Nah, I'm kidding. But you know, no one's gonna lock in for you other than you. And if you want to make everybody else happy, man, you'll never be successful. I truly believe that. You'll never reach your goal. You'll never be successful because making everybody else happy is a full-time job. A full-time job. And if you're gonna live like that, bro, you might as well just ask everybody else for options and opinions and permission to do anything because that's just the way it is. Some people ain't gonna agree. Some people are. You can't make them all happy, and it's just the way the game rolls. You know what I mean? It's like when when I bought my Camaro. When I bought my Camaro, I was happy, right? I was happy. I was excited. I was happy. I was like, you know what? I got the dream car I wanted to get. You know, it took me like 8 years, but I got the dream car I wanted to get. And some people were laughing or hating on me, saying, "Damn, this dumbass bought a car. He didn't buy a house." But you know what I said? I said, "I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to make myself happy. I'm not here to ask to go off of your opinion. I'm here to make go off of my opinion." And that's the way I was. That's the way it was. That's the way it is. That's the way it's always going to be from now on. You know, I'm here to make myself happy. I'm here to be successful myself because I'm gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna have my back. Nobody else. Like today. Today, we had some things to do. Me and my partner had things to do, but we got our like, and I see things to do. I mean, like somewhere to show up to. But we got our things that we need to get done before we started doing plans that everybody else had for us. You know, and there's times where we'll be out of town and people will have birthday parties and they'll get mad because we're not there. But we have to. We're over here and we're doing our own thing. Like, hey, you know what? We didn't know that was going on, but I'm sorry we can't make it. And if they want to take it wrong, they can take it wrong, and that's just how it is. You know, that's just how it is. Your happiness is honestly one thing that you have to keep saying. One thing that you have to keep tucked in. Because happiness, like I said, will release those good vibes. What do you think, Lil Swaz? What do you think about that? Yeah, I think he agrees. He got his paper up, like I said. He's locked in. He's locked in. But you guys got to lock in too, and you guys have to understand too. When a buddy tells you no, don't take it the wrong way. When a buddy can't show up, don't take it the wrong way. When a family member can't show up, don't take it the wrong way. I know it sucks when you want somebody to show up to your birthday party or you want someone to show up to your dinner and you really want them there, but they can't show up. I know it sucks. It feels, it feels messed up. Not messed up, but I guess in a way it does. But it's like you have to understand they have other things going on in life too. They got to make themselves happy, make their little family happy before they can make everybody else happy. They got to show up for their family before they can show up for anybody else's family. And that's 100% the truth. I don't know. Maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm thinking a little bit different. Maybe you guys don't agree. And if you guys don't agree, please let me know in the comments that you don't agree. Let me know what your opinion is on what I'm talking about, so we could talk about this. But that's my opinion on how I see things. Because look, taking it back, right? When you buy something, you do it because it's something that you wanted, something that makes you happy. Somebody else comes along and says, "I don't like that." That's cool. You're not supposed to like it. That's cool. That's not for you. That's for me. I'm supposed to like it. I'm supposed to care for it, not you. I'm not here to make you happy. If you're flexing for the wrong reason, then you're flexing for the wrong reason. Some people might see you happy and making yourself happy and take it as flexing. This guy's just showing off. He's just flexing. Nah, bro, I'm just happy. You know, like Young Dolph said, and I go back to Young Dolph all the time because he said some real stuff. If another person feels uncomfortable because I'm happy and I got stuff that I want, that's on them. That's totally on them. That's how you feel. That's your problem. That's not mine. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna get mine. If you don't like it, it's all good. Leave the room. Leave the table. Leave. You know. I'm gonna make myself happy. If I like that watch, I'm gonna buy that watch. If I like the chain, I'm gonna buy the chain. If I like the house, I'm gonna buy the house. If I like the car, I'm gonna buy the car because that makes me happy. I'm not supposed to make you happy. That's just the way my thinking is, though. And you can see me all riled up and everything because it gets me that way because I used to be like that, man. I used to want to make everybody happy. I just think, man, if I buy this, will they call me dumb? Or if I don't show up to the birthday party, will they hate me? If I don't do this, will they not like me no more? It's not about that no more, man. Either you rock with me, or you rock with me, or you don't, and that's it. That's the way I think about it. That's the way I see it. That's the way I envision everything happening in my life. Because I gotta make myself happy. But with that being said, I know that I didn't post last week either. So I apologize, guys, but I got some vlogs for you guys. So if you guys want to see these vlogs, please let me know. I will post them. I will show you guys the vlogs and you guys can tell me your real opinion because this is my first time doing it. And honestly, doing this vlog, and I know I'm switching gears a little bit, doing this vlog was a little bit different. A little bit differently, as I say, because I thought it was gonna be easier, but this was a little bit harder, to vlog everything, especially the way I was doing it. But if you guys want to see them, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. But comment that you guys do want to see the vlogs, and let me know you guys' real opinion. I will release them. This raw footage. I won't try to edit them or anything like that, so you guys can see that I'm not. That it was a little bit harder than I expected, but I try to push them out so you guys can see one day in the life of mine, and see how I'm doing things and why sometimes it's hard for me to post weekly. But I am about this podcast. I am here to give you guys the raw content. I am here to give you guys guidance. I'm not saying I got everything figured out because Lord knows I don't, but I'm here to help you guys out. Help you guys out. And man, just make yourself happy, man. I can't stress that enough. And I can go back to it all the time, but just make yourself happy. You know, I know I switched gears, but just please, that's all I can tell you guys. Make yourself happy. Stack that money up, get your family right, get you right, and then worry about everybody else being happy around you. You can't be Superman, can't be flying around everywhere at once. You can't be Spider-Man saving everybody. Sometimes you just can't show up, and it is what it is, and that's the truth. And so you know what I mean. If you guys don't agree, like I said, let's debate. Let's do a little debate. I'm down for that. But that's my philosophy of thinking. If you think the same way, then let me know in the comments that you think the same way. Swazi, little Swaz right here, obviously thinks the same way. So let me know what you guys think. Know your self worth. Put yourself right before you get anybody else right, and that's the truth. Goals will fall on your lap that way. I promise you they will. But with that being said, guys, you got an announcement to make. We have hit 111 subscribers. So, our goal is 150. Let's try to get that 150 goal. Come on, guys. I cannot stress that enough. As soon as you guys hit that 150 subscriber goals, I will release a video of what I'm giving away, and then we can go from there. I'll give out the rules on how we can enter this giveaway, but I need 150. But I am telling you guys too, I'm seeing the views up here, the subscribers down here. I'm seeing the views up here and the likes down here. What's going on, guys? I know you hate. You guys, you haters are invited to. You haters are invited to. Just like it, man. Just like it. Just like it. That's all you gotta do. I promise you. All you gotta do. I know you guys like to see lurking. See what's going on out there. Going on. I see you guys doing that, but I don't care. I'm here to give the good content to the people that want to hear it. Give them positive vibes out there. And just please, if you have to share it to your grandma, share it to your dog, share it to your side chick, share it to your baby mama, share it to your wife, show it to your boss. Everybody just show it to whoever you got to show it to, all right? Show it to everybody. So like that, we can get these subscribers running up. 150 is the goal. We're at 111. Come on, guys. I know we can do it. And let's get this giveaway going because the giveaway is just sitting here. The giveaway is just sitting here. And I'm like, dude, who's going to take it home? Like, I'm about to just do a raffle or something because the people out there ain't subscribing, but the ones that are subscribed, I promise you, if we can hit that 150, you guys will be entered. I'll give you guys the rules on how to enter it because I can't see the subscribers for some reason. Some of you guys, when you guys make your accounts, it doesn't let me show, so I can't raffle it off like that. So we're gonna have to maybe do a comment or something, comment and I can put you guys in as 150 comments. But I'm willing to do that for you guys, and I promise you the content will be pushed out quick, quick, quick. I promise you guys that. But with that being said, this is a prolific podcast. Please, if you haven't, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't, if you honestly have not, make sure you share this to your baby mama, like I said, or your girl, whatever. Make sure you guys are out there, show them some love and making yourself happy and staying on top of what you guys got to stay on top of. Swaz out. Little Swaz is out too.